guys of Babs Wonderful. Thank you for checking out my video. I have not made a video in a very long time, so I really appreciate you all taking the time to check out this video. I have been preoccupied. I finally moved out of Georgia. For those of you who know me, know that is a very big deal for me. I moved to Virginia, and I will plan, I plan to make a post about that, whether it's blog or video, but we'll see. But today I really wanted to talk to you all about my trip to Spain. I did go to Spain January 2020 before COVID destroyed almost everything, and I'm very happy that I got to see Barcelona in person, obviously, before all these things happened. So I wanted to make this video for you all to share my trip to Barcelona, especially if you wanted to get there this summer and you couldn't. Still, the wintertime is still a very good place a very good time to go. So I would definitely check it out. And here I'll share with you some of the things that I did on my trip to Barcelona in January 2020. I booked my trip through Gate 1 Travel. I was able to book a round trip flight and a hotel for about 4 or 5 days for less than $2,000. I had the option to book tours with Gate 1, but I decided to make my own way. Besides, I wasn't sure if there will be people around my age in their 30s also traveling alone, or would it only be couples or older people? So what I decided to do is, ahead of my trip, I bought the Barcelona City Pass. This got me into Park Güell and the Sagrada Familia. There are other attractions included with it, but I did not go those places. On my first full day, I went to Park Güell. This was originally a compound or a housing development designed by Spanish architect Antoni Gaudí. He designed several homes in the now park that tourists and locals visit daily. While I was at the park, I noticed that I had actually just arrived just after a protest in Barcelona, so I got to see some graffiti. And it was pretty interesting. I found this one very interesting. It reminded me of one of my friends back home in Atlanta who is also from Spain, and he also really likes to draw these types of graffitis everywhere. But anyway, so it was actually pretty cool. So anyway, after walking through the park, I went inside of Gaudi's home and his personal garden. So when I solo travel, I really like to walk everywhere because I feel like I see more on my way as opposed to being in an Uber or a hop on, hop off bus. While on my self-guided walk, I stumbled across an old bullfighting ring. And outside of the bullfighting ring, I also saw another graffiti, and it said "Stop Capitalism." And as an American, I found this very interesting because typically as Americans, we think that capitalism is the right way and the only way. But a lot of people do not like subscribing to capitalism. I, for one, am not a complete and pure capitalist. I do believe in forms of socialism, but I guess it's neither here nor there. But anyway, so I stumbled across an old bullfighting ring and the Arc de Triomphe of Barcelona. I really loved how it fit my head as a crown on top of my head. I tried to visit the Museum of Picasso, but apparently tickets have been sold out for months, and I really don't know why, but I always thought Picasso was an artist in the same time of Leonardo da Vinci. But anyway, because I could not go to the museum, I stopped for a proper Barcelona tapas lunch. I was quite happy to be there because the week before my trip, my friends and I ate at our favorite restaurant in Atlanta, aptly named Barcelona. So it was cool to have actual tapas in Barcelona. Then I walked around for a bit. I found this mall off the water. It had a beautiful dock. I forgot the name of the mall, but right outside the mall, there's this huge statue of Christopher Columbus, or a huge monument rather. And Christopher Columbus is standing at the top of it, pointing to the New World, aka America. So there, right outside of there or near there, I stopped for some churros and headed back to the Sagrada Familia because it was almost time for my ticket. So I needed to head back. So this cathedral is massively impressive inside. If you go, I do suggest the audio tour. It provides a lot of details about the reason behind the engravings inside and out. Also, believe it or not, this cathedral is still under construction and it will be for some time. Next day in Barcelona, I went shopping. The first time I visited Spain, I learned that all the stores have massive sales. Clothes are a bit cheaper and better quality, in my opinion, so I bought some clothes that I still wear today. I shopped at this place called Lefties and, of course, H&M. After my mini shopping spree, I went to the beach. Before, I had only touched the Atlantic Ocean. Though it was the beginning of January, there were actually quite a few people on the beach. I put my headphones in, turned up my Rosalia, and just breathed in the fresh seawater from the sea. Later that night, I met up with some of my friends who lived in Atlanta but were visiting Barcelona because that is their hometown. So they were there for Christmas and for the Three Kings holiday. So they took me on top of this hill where you can see the entire city at night and even Camp Nou, which I did not have the opportunity to visit while I was there because any opportunity to be close to Cristiano Ronaldo, then I definitely want to take it. We went to a local tapas restaurant and had the best papas bravas I have literally ever had in my entire life. Like, I'm not even joking. It was amazing. I think we ordered like 4 or 5 plates. It was so good. My last day in Spain was the parade for Three Kings Day. I tried my best to stay up for the parade and stay out because it gets packed pretty quickly. But I was really cold and I was tired. I had walked a lot the day before. So I actually just ended up watching the parade from my hotel room and I prepared to leave the following day. All right, so that's pretty much my trip to Barcelona. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. Especially if you're planning to go to Barcelona in the next few months, especially during the colder months. If you did like this video, please remember to like, remember to subscribe, and please check out more of my content. Again, I really appreciate you all for checking out this video. Talk to you soon.